Hey, welcome back everyone for some more new Super Mario Bros. Wii! Last time we took on the first 4 levels of World 6. Now we're gonna begin things here in the tower. This can be a pretty tough tower if you're not careful of what's going on here, and the main gimmick in this tower, is this big skewer right here. There's actually 2, which you'll see what I mean here in a minute, but you really have to time your advancement up this tower depending on how the skewer goes up and down. And for this particular tower, I recommend getting the propeller mushroom for this. You should be able to get the pattern down when skewer goes up and down pretty quickly, so you should be able to make your advancements here pretty easily and not get killed by it. The main thing here is not to hang around the center for too long. Wow! As you can see there, you don't get hit whenever you're out on the very edge of the skewer, but if I had been like a few centimeters to the right, then I would have been in trouble. As you can see, I'm at the halfway point. You can see there's a skewer going down besides the one going up. And I don't know how I did not get that star coin there. Yeah, you really gotta be patient here, and unless you play this one a lot, then I would suggest taking your time and just picking the right moment to go from side to side, or just staying at one particular side. If you don't have the propeller mushroom, you can actually use these pipes to go from side to side, but unless you got the timing down on the skewers, I find that to be a little bit risky, so that's why the main reasons why I say to come in here using the propeller mushroom. Of course, some people may see it as being a bit, using a bit of cheese, but hey, whatever gets you past this level. And I kind of goof up here. I really should have been on the right side of the skewer instead of the left side. The right side would have given me that third and final star coin. Now it's time to fight the Koopaling of World 6, which is Morton Koopa Jr. Fighting him can be a bit of a problem, especially in this part because you are in such a small space, which... What I would recommend here, which I didn't do for this part, is just go to the side that does not have a skewer on it and wait for him to do his back and forth shell attack. And then once he gets out of his shell, just jump on him again and rinse, slather, repeat, but... Yeah, I kinda made that fight look harder than what it needed to be, but as long as you stay clear of him, especially after you stomp on him, you should be okay. Like all the other times, we'll be seeing him again in the castle. But now we're gonna be headed off to World 6-5. This stage can be very tricky, especially if you're trying to find an alternate exit. Which only reason why I backtrack here is because I really wanted to get in here with a mushroom, which is what I wanted to do before I came in here, but... It's not like I was halfway through the level or anything, so for me going back and getting that just long enough to redo the stage, it wasn't that big of a deal. As you can see, this giant pufferfish tries to create problems for you here, but dealing with it shouldn't be too bad, especially if you have the fire flower here. Getting this first star coin can be annoying. To be honest, I was a little bit lucky playing this particular stage because the big pufferfish just happened to be around when I started shooting fireballs. Which, of course, my big suggestion here is just keep your eyes peeled for it. Again, it has a pattern from when it comes out, so once you get the pattern figured out, then it should be pretty easy to deal with. The Koopas here try to get in your way, but they really shouldn't, especially if you have firepower. Make sure when the water rises that you're up on high ground, or else you're gonna find yourself in a bit of a pickle. Now, here's where you get the alternate exit, which is actually in the second question block. You have to hit it from underneath, though, because it actually causes a vine to come up and you have to climb in order to get to the alternate exit. Of course, with this propeller block, you can actually cheese your way to the end of the level here. Bye-bye, Koopa. And there we go. Yeah, that level should really not be all that hard. Especially, like I said, if you have a fire flower and you watch out for how the pufferfish appears and reappears. And try to stay up on high ground whenever you can, and you should be okay. Now we're gonna be going on to World 6-6, which I think is one of the toughest stages in the game. I can tell you this right now, if you're not a fan of the motion controls in this game, you're really going to hate this level. And the big reason why is, you need the motion controls in order to control the light on this raft. Tilting it a certain way makes it move a certain way. And you'll certainly need the light in order, first and foremost, to watch out for any enemies that might try to ambush you. And also, it helps to find some of the star coins here, which, I should say right now, I'm pretty sure I did not get any of the star coins here, though I do try to show where each of them are. Yeah, this is a pretty tough level. The fire flower adds a little bit of light, but the main source of light in this level is of course the light that's on the raft. And if you're lucky enough to get this star, it illuminates everything for at least as long as the star lasts. As you can see, it did not last that long. Yeah, make sure you don't get too far ahead of the raft, because there are gonna be enemies that will ambush you. Mainly these swoopers that are hanging on the ceiling here. The swoopers can be a real problem because if you try to trigger them, they won't exactly trigger as they normally would in any other level. So they're kind of a little bit early and a little bit late, depending on which one they are, so you really have to be careful with them. Especially if you get towards the end of the stage. The Cheep Cheeps end up becoming a little bit of a problem later, which I will explain when I get there, but... See, I didn't mean to... I didn't really mean to go underneath this raft just yet, though I will need to go underneath the raft here pretty soon. As you can see there, that swooper right there, normally it would have spawned, but it specifically stays there until you get past it, then it decides to come off the ceiling and try to ambush you. That barrel up there you need for the 3rd star coin, but here's where you really need to get underneath the raft. And it's the best way to, unless you want the alternate exit in this level, which this level does have one. It's best just to stay under here and just swim all the way to the exit while avoiding any of the Cheep Cheeps. Which you should still have your fire flowers, so you should be able to just shoot a fireball at it. Yeah, you'll need to dispatch these fire brothers in order to get to the alternate exit here, which I was not paying attention in that cheap cheat there, but I find this is the best way to avoid the fire brothers, especially if you're going for the normal exit. Yeah, this level is certainly no joke, especially if you're playing this for the first time, or if you're trying to find everything here, including all 3 star coins and the secret exit.
Yeah, Mario time!
And there's plenty more difficulty to be had, especially in the next world, and even in World 8. Of course, World 8 will be naturally hard because it's the last world in the game, but I'm gonna head to the castle using the secret exit that you find in World 6-5. And that's where I'll end things here, so thank you guys so much for watching this. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I'll be seeing you guys again next time.